everyone, I am Sejal Gupta from Standard 8. Today I am going to tell you about water resources and the different types of resources. So let's start. Anything that meets the needs of living beings are known as resources. Resources can be of various types. They are the free gifts of nature. Human beings, by the virtue of their skill and intelligence, add values to these resources so as to command better price. The study of resources involves their characteristics, their types, and the relationship of human beings with their immediate environment. Earlier, humans used to use these resources in their natural form. Any resource can be of very higher worth if they satisfy most of the human needs. These needs can be economical, legal, aesthetic, moral, or ethical. There are a few characteristics of these resources. They are the free gifts of nature. They satisfy basic needs of human beings. They are technologically accessible. They are economically feasible. They are culturally acceptable, and they are limited in supply. So now, let me say you about the different types of resources. They are characterized into 5 types. They are on the basis of level of development and use, based on origin, based on exhaustibility, based on ownership, and based on use and utility. Now, based on the level of development and use, they are divided into 2 types. They are actual resources and potential resources. Actual resources, the resources whose quantity as well as their use are known to us are known as actual resources. For example, iron ore in Deccan Plateau in India and natural gas plants in Gujarat are actual resources. Now, potential resources. The resources around us might not be fully utilized. Such resources are known as potential resources. For example, in Norway and Netherlands, wind energy is put into a very profitable use. Now let's go to the basis of origin. They are divided into 2 types, natural resources and human resources. Natural resources. The resources that are drawn from nature are known as natural resources. For example, air, water, minerals, soil, etc. And then natural resources are again subdivided into 2 types. They are biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources. These are the living resources. For example, plants, animals, human beings. And then abiotic resources. These are the material resources and support all living beings. Example, land, minerals, fuels, etc. Now, we will learn about on the basis of exhaustibility. They are of 2 types, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources. The resources that can get renewed or replenished quickly after use and are not affected by any physical or chemical change are known as renewable resources. For example, wind, water, and sunshine. Now, non-renewable resources. These resources cannot be replenished once exhausted. These resources are non-living or abiotic, but are life-supporting resources. Examples, coal, oil, natural gas, minerals, etc. Now, on the basis of ownership. It is divided into 4 types. They are private resources, community resources, national resources, and international resources. First, private resources. These resources are owned by private individuals or their families, for example, land, trees, etc. Then, community resources. These resources are used by many members of a society or with people living in neighborhood, such as community centers. Example, social parks. Now, national resources. They are owned by the local, state or national government. For example, forests, mines, rivers, canals, etc. Now, international resources. These resources are owned by international organizations or agencies like the UN. For example, deep ocean areas. Now, based on the use and utility. They are divided into 3 types, agricultural resources, mineral resources, and water resources. Agricultural resources. They include many agricultural crops like cereals, pulses, besides agricultural inputs like fertilizers, labors, water, etc. Now mineral resources. They are derived from ores above or below the earth's crust and subdivided into categories like fossil fuels, metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now water resources. These include both freshwater resources flowing on land in rivers, lakes, springs and underground water. So this is all about the different types of resources. Now let me tell you about how to conserve resources. Many resources like water cannot be conserved by keeping it clean or minimizing its use. So the basic principles of conservation are the 3 R's: reduce, recycle and reuse. Conservation does not prohibit the use of resources but emphasizes their efficient use. We need to reduce the consumption of resources and their wastes. The wastes can be recycled and then reused in many forms. So, hope you all will be helped by this video and it will be very easy for you to understand what are resources and their different types. Thank you.